Welcome back to another episode of Dark Echoes. Today's case is one that's both tragic and deeply unsettling: the murder of Marcel Hill by his girlfriend, Camia Gamet.
Yeah, this one's tough. We're talking about a case of extreme domestic violence that ended in one of the most brutal crimes Jackson, Michigan has ever seen.
Camia Gamet was 31 when she was convicted of first-degree murder for the death of Marcel Hill. The murder happened on May 18, 2013, and what's staggering is the sheer brutality involved.
Right? According to the court, Hill had 12 stab wounds, and the judge described it as being gutted like a fish. That's not just murder. It's rage-fueled, prolonged, and deeply violent.
And yet, Gamet claimed it was self-defense. She said she thought she was being attacked in a dark room and responded by grabbing a lamp and a knife.
But the evidence painted a very different picture. The prosecution argued she used multiple objects: a knife, frying pan, lamp, even a broken end table, to beat and stab Hill.
What's also telling is her behavior during sentencing. She rolled her eyes, laughed while the victim's family spoke, and even interrupted them. The judge almost duct-taped her mouth. That's how combative it got.
Judge McBain called it one of the worst cold-blooded murders he'd ever seen. He even told her, "I hope you die in prison." And that wasn't just theatrics. The sentence was life without parole.
Something that really struck me was how the victim's family responded. Marcel's aunt, Diana Banks Joyner, said they would use this tragedy to speak out about male victims of abuse, which we don't hear about enough.
Exactly. Abuse doesn't care about gender. And Marcel Hill had reportedly suffered violence from Gamet before. There were past incidents, including being hit with a hammer and stabbed previously, which she allegedly stitched up herself.
What adds to the complexity is Gamet's background. She had a rough upbringing, time in foster care, a history of substance abuse. But does that explain or excuse the violence?
It might explain, but it certainly doesn't excuse. And her inconsistencies didn't help her defense. She told police someone else attacked her, then said it was Hill, and later admitted to lying, all while her blood alcohol level was 18.
There's also the issue of remorse, or lack thereof. From the courtroom accounts, she didn't seem to show any. That emotional detachment was chilling.
You could feel the emotional toll on the family. When the verdict was read, they held hands in a prayer circle outside the courtroom. One cousin said, "God is good. We all got what we wanted."
Justice in a courtroom sense, yes. But no one really wins in a case like this. A man is dead, a woman will spend her life in prison, and families on both sides are left shattered.
It's a grim reminder of the importance of recognizing domestic violence, in any form, and against anyone. The signs were there.
If anything, let this story push us to speak up, ask questions, and intervene when we see cycles of abuse. Marcel's life should be a lesson, not just a headline.
Well said. That's all for today's episode. Stay safe and remember, the most dangerous place isn't always the darkest alley. Sometimes it's your own home.
Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. End of episode.